Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday. Defensive Position Heroes is over. Well, not over, but the frenzy, I think, is over from the weekend. Hopefully, you took advantage of the market this weekend. Hopefully, you bought cards, invested in cards early last weekend, into all the way up until Wednesday, Thursday, and chose the right ones and sold them. I went from 500K on Friday to 6.7 million today. Guys, I was just selling this weekend. Sell, 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 sell. There were some opportunities to buy, and the opportunities were on Saturday. There was a sell off. Saturday morning on my cast, I wasn't sure about the sell off because the ultimate legend giveaway, nobody was getting a new one of those. There's always a sell off on Saturday. I just wasn't sure how significant it was going to be. Uh, there was a big sell off, between 11 and 2 on Saturdays. That's the time to buy for the day. And there was. I went over some of them yesterday. Let me go like this. Um, Fuller or this Earl Campbell. These were going for 40 to 45K almost every Saturday. You can buy these Campbells for 40 to 45K. People are just selling off to get some coins. And they're selling off to get some coins to either buy the fantasy packs, to get a certain player, to play in the weekend league. I don't know. But every Saturday, I can buy these for 40 to 45K. And yesterday I was selling for 69. And, you can't sell them the same day because, you might sell it for 55 or 60 and make a little bit of a margin. But if you wait until Sunday, or obviously this was this morning, uh, I just sold it for 75K. If you're a weekend league player and you're a season player, and you have to realize, you have a team that's rated overall of 95 plus. I know you probably think, well, who's going to buy this card? Or who's going to buy a 92 or a 94 or 95 when there's better 96s, 97s out there? There's salary cap leagues out there. Um, there are people out there that just play the salary cap. Or people out there that just play squads that it doesn't matter how many good cards, it doesn't matter what their overall rating is. So those people are buying specific players. So they might not have value like this Campbell. Doesn't have any value to me. None. I don't even see why somebody would spend 75K. But if somebody was playing just salary cap, guess what? I mean, that's it. It's cheap money. Or they don't have a lot of coins, or they're just buying a card for their farm team just to get a running back. Again, I don't know. So some of the things, last night, no, this morning, I think I bought this one. This buyer, this is another one. Goes down to 40, 45K every Saturday. Every Saturday. Buy them and then wait and then sell them. This one I bought this morning. I got lucky for 51. I'll sell today for, I bet you the lowest one out there right now is 70, 75. And I'll wait until it's 75, 80 and I'll sell it. And look, I bought two of them, 50 and 51. And this was this morning. All the other ones I think were 70K. But these are the ones you want to be in. Again, I've gone over this before. The key is, for me, least amount of risk. Worst case scenario, you pretty much break even on the card. That's how you're in them. Worst case scenario, and then you wait and you got to be patient. When these go down to 45K, instantly what people think is it might never come back up. This card might never come back up. Well, if it's a decent card, it'll go back up. It will. It will as the supply goes. Um, let's see if any of them, Bruce Smith, this one, I bought it for 71.5 last night. It hasn't sold yet, but I'll sell this for I bet you 95K without a problem. I mean, at times I might be able to get 105, but if you can get these for 75 or less, I would say, and wait, and you don't mind waiting a day or two or wait for a specific time, that's a moneymaker. See, there's another Earl Campbell. Paid 40. I sold it for 65. This was last night. Steve Atwater. This is the one I've gone over a couple days. The only 97 Ultimate Legend, full Ultimate Legend Steve Atwater that I would buy is the one with the toughness chemistry. There's not many of them out there. The people that do have them with the toughness chemistry are most likely using them. I have one on my team. I've actually bought and sold this card many times. I've get them for people put them out there for 210, 220 because they see all the other Steve Atwater cards with the different chemistries out there for 220, but they don't realize that the toughness chemistry bumps it 50 to 75K. That's the only one. If you're a MUT player, a weekend league player, that's the only one you want. This Eric Allen went over it yesterday on the Saturday sell-off. Got it for 50K. A bunch of them. I think I might still have one. These are auctions. I don't really get into the auctions too much. They just take up too much time. I'll put some bids out there. I hardly ever win them though. And as you can see, some of them expired, and I, it doesn't mean I'm putting them out there at the wrong price if they expire. It means I put them out there at the wrong time at that price. And that's what you have to realize. You don't have to put it lower than everybody else. If it's worth more, wait and sell it for more. And I'm not saying like this Tre'Davious White sold one for 270. There are times, because this is a limited edition card, there are times when there's none in the market. And that's the time you put them out there for 270, 280, and you might get lucky. Really, it's a 260 card. But you can buy these. This morning they were on for 210, 220. I like to be in them on 210 and less. I bought them for 195. It's a good card. I actually have one on my team. Another Eric Allen I paid 50 for on the Saturday sell-off. You got to be on Saturdays. Rondé Barber paid 50K for this on Saturday sell-off. This one right here was a punter. I went over this yesterday. These were I was just giving away, just trying to get out of them. I had 3 of them. I paid 25 for it. Might have paid more. Who knows? Derek Carr. This is the power up card. I can't give you good advice on the power up cards. I can because I don't know the prices. Some of those cards I spend my time in the 94, 95 range bracket and 96, 97 now. 92, 93s, once this defensive position heroes is over, I can get back into the 92, 93 segment. And that's really where, if you don't have a lot of coins, that's where you want to be. You want to be buying those 92, 93s for 20 to 30K and selling them for 40 or 50. Building up your coins. That's how you do it. Let's just go. And again, a lot of these expired because the prices were crazy last night. There weren't a lot of cards out there. People were putting them out there for crazy amounts. Crazy. And I don't think they were selling them. I just think that I wasn't buying last night, I can tell you that. See, a lot of these expired. I had to put them out there a few times. And I was just trying to sell them. This Brady right here, either a week and a half ago, I went over this card. If you can get this card under 110 or under 100, I saw one for 104. I think this was on the Saturday sell-off. I sold it. Let's see, it was quick. Sold it for 139 quick. Last night these were on the block for 180. Nobody's paying 180 for that card. So let's see, give you a little snapshot of what's going on right now. And let's go to 94, 95. Let's check out wide receivers. Okay, so right here, Again, this is Monday morning, so it changes in the afternoon. So this snapshot is not that good, but I don't. There's no opportunity here. These Hopkins, they really have to be, because there's so many of them out there from the upgrade set. These really have to be out there for 90 to really be safe in them. 90, 95, you could be safe in it. Sell it for 120, 130. Um, let's see what else. These right here, I don't know if it'll sell for that. This is a 200K card, guys. You got to be in it for 150, 160. These people, because there's not a lot of them out there, they might sell it for 250. Somebody just wants to. I don't see it going for 300, but somebody just wants to fill up that set. This right here, actually at 385, that's not a bad price for that. I probably want to be in that for under 350, maybe three and a quarter, because that's a limited card too. So, but that's if you have a lot of coins. The thing with that card is you got to sell it for 450 because you 10% of 450 is 45K. So if I sold it for 450 and bought it for 385, I'm going to make 20K, and I'm risking 400K. I just don't see that. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't for 95. And it's not going to go down too much. I don't think it'll ever. It might get to 350 on a consistent basis, but I just don't see that happening. Let's see what else is out there right now. Quarterbacks, Marinos. These, you got to stay away from these now. If you still have some, put together the sets. Fletcher Cox's, Yondas. If you got one of those to sell, they were out there for 400K yesterday. 400. Sold two Yondas for 375 within an hour on Saturday. People were just scooping them up. So, again, the prices are a little crazy right now. Here's what I'm not sure, because there weren't a lot of cards out there. There's a lot of these, but there's not 100. I think people might have put some silly cards in there to put together some sets. I do, because there's just not a lot of cards out there right now. Let's check out halfbacks. And again, this Campbell, this is a 70, 75K card. I don't buy it at 60. If really worst case, if you want to buy it at 50 or 55, you can do that and sell it for 70 to 75 and be safe. But my thing is you want to be in those. I just hate seeing them in my deck. You want to be in them cheaper. Gurley, sometimes you'll see this down at 100, 110, which is a good buy. So let's just check out middle linebackers. Bobby Wagner, this thing will fluctuate this week. It might go up to 120, 125, but you got to be in it for 85, I think. The Singletary, I'm still wary on those. Here's the thing. I want to go over this real quick. Just because a card's out there for a certain price doesn't mean, and it's the lowest price card out there. I'm going to take this card. Doesn't mean that's the right price. First of all, if you put it out there for $632, I don't think you're going to sell it. This card right here, you want to be in for $420 to $450. Worst case scenario, you sell it for $500 and you break even, but really it's a $550 to $600K card. If you could ever get one of these toughness chemistries for under $500, $450 to $480, somebody makes a mistake, they see this one, they say this one's at $495, and they have a toughness chemistry, and they just got it. Well, they didn't get it in a pack, but they have one. and they see the market's dropping, and they're like, oh, is it going to keep dropping? I got to get rid of this now. And they put it out there for 475. You buy that toughness. Same with Steve Atwater. Same with Mel Blount. You know, he's down to 400K. Let's go over to watch this. This is another perfect example about chemistry. As you go higher in the quality of card, chemistry becomes more important. So let's go down, and these were going for 400. Okay, so you got 390. So, 5 days ago, this is a 500K card, and it's still a 500K card, but you got to look at the chemistry. It's a 500K card if you have toughness. It doesn't, I'm just, if it's a toughness chemistry, you're going to get, look, it's 100K more. These have been out there for 400K, probably the same person that has them all, for all day yesterday. I wouldn't buy this card right here, right now. You could buy it now and maybe sell it in a few days. I just think the risk is too much. And it could go up to 475, and you might get 475, 485 for it. Just if I'm going to buy one of these and risk all those coins, I'm going to try to get a toughness chemistry for that 380 to 400K range. These Deion Sanders, I want one on my team, and I've seen them as low as 395, 385. But the reason why I haven't bought one is because I think that's probably the number now. I think that 400K is the number for that card. You might get lucky and sell one for 450, but I see them all day at 400, and they're not selling. They're not selling. So if you were going to play in this little area right here, the 96s to 97s, here's just my opinion. This Jenkins right here at 160, it's a 200K card. You just got to wait. That's not a bad buy. But if you see it like the Norman, you got to buy those for 140. The Haywards, I would stay away from only because of that Team of the Year pack. Not the Team of the Year, the Power Up pack. But this Tre'Davious White, I bought in a few for 2 to 210, and I sell them all for 250 to 270. But it takes me a few whacks, very rarely. So I think it's a safe play at 200, and then you might have to wait and sell it. So, right now it's just not. You can't really tell right now because it's Monday morning. What's going to happen? And let's go to middle linebacker. So that Lanier, just in that middle linebacker, because there wasn't a good defensive position hero, a middle linebacker. Trevathon, he's good tackling but low speed. This Shazier and Singletary, these are the next two best middle linebackers in the game. The Kuechly, his name recognition is there, but his speed isn't. But these two are the two best by far, besides Lanier. And actually, these are very comparable. But these are going to go down to 250. So here's what I think the play is this week. I don't think there's much going on today. You just got to, if you're out there and you're looking, you just got to look for the right deal, and hopefully you stumble across one, but play it safe. But here's where the sell-off is going to be. There's always a Tuesday sell-off. When those weekend league rewards come out, there's a sell-off. People are selling those cards right away and getting coins. They lowered the amount of wins that you need. So now to get gold 1, it used to be you needed 11 wins. Now you need 10 to get, or gold 2. To get gold 1, no, to get elite, you have to get 14. It used to be 15. So there are more people that are going to qualify for the higher tiers and more packs. So tomorrow, between, I don't know when they put it out, between 1 and 5, once they put that out, if you can, you want to be on. If not, you'll still be able to catch it late afternoon. But tomorrow there will be a Tuesday sell-off that's going to be more dramatic than last week or the week before. I'm telling you right now, that's what I think. Not always right, but I feel it because they lowered. I know it's only one game, but guys, this morning I was playing. I was at 9 wins because it's just so hard to play that many games. I was at 9 wins, and this morning I woke up and I had to get to 10 to get to the next level. Luckily, I only had to get to 10. So I was playing and I had to win. It took me, I didn't win the first game, but I won the second game. So people will be doing that. Defensive position heroes is a bust. There's only one good player, I'd say. Maybe two. I think Griffin might be a good player. I just, you know, besides Von Miller, I didn't see much out there. I think there's better Ultimate Legends out there. So I'm going to call it a bust. Bust, bust, bust. But I got to take advantage of it. So for me, I'm just telling you, I was happy with it. But I wouldn't put together a set. I want to show you another card. This is a card that is not under the radar. I wish it was because I put him on my team. This Kyle Juszczyk, this right here, this card, I think it's going to dip. It's not going to dip a lot. I think in a week, these two cards right here will go for the same money. The same money. And then Christian Okoye, if you look at just the numbers, it's a better card, but it's not crazy, and especially with the fullback. How many times do you run in a two-back set? Um, so really, how important is this? But the thing with this card right here, Kyle Juszczyk, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. It doesn't really matter. But look at the chemistry. Guys, everybody has go deep and toughness. Those are the two chemistries that everybody has. Everybody. And there's times when, if you're a weekend league player, you can't get rid of a certain player because they get you up to 18 of that chemistry and full throttle in that chemistry. So what this does is if you put him at fullback, it gives you more versatility with some of your other players. Now, let me just show you. Now you can upgrade a different position, maybe that you might not have been able to before. Now, Ultimate Legends, you can get one, you can get in each chemistry. But, Odell Beckham, he's a go deep, which is what you want. I think Jerry Rice only comes with move the sticks. So when you have him on your team, you're losing that opportunity to get a go deep in that position. Randy Moss comes in all four. Yanda, go deep, which is a good one. So those promo cards, this Vernon Davis, go deep, good one. Evan Ingram, go deep, good one. We see, I got all go deeps. But like the Sherman, it only comes in Pound the Rock. I bought it for $200K just to upgrade from Devlin. I think he only comes in move the sticks. On defense, Lanier, the cheapest one, unless you want to pay a lot of money just for the chemistry, the cheapest one's always going to be a non-toughness. LT, I think, he only comes in upon the what is it? Toughness, read and react, and physical front. The reason why I have Tre'Davious White and I like this card is because he's toughness. It's a limited time one, and it's toughness. Fletcher Cox only comes physical front and is that read and react? I think it is. I think it's read and react. But read and react, yeah, I think that's blanket coverage. So Trey Flowers, again, that's all it comes in. That comes in all of them. So that fullback is a good card, and it will level off. If I see one for 350, I'm going to be on it, and I think it's a safe play. And I'm predicting right now that within a week, they will go for the same amount as Christian Okoye, just because of the chemistry. Just because of the chemistry. So look for the Tuesday sell-off tomorrow. Guys, one last thing. On these fantasy packs, didn't think of this, but I was watching Toke last night. Love Toke. Toke plays. I'll put a link to it at the end. I'll put 2 links. One to one. He has 2 pack and plays. But on these defensive fantasy packs, if you're going to buy them, I'm just going to buy one just to show you. Well, I'm not actually going to. But what you want to do, what he did, and it made sense. The limited edition card that was out over the weekend was Harold Carmichael. So he's like, well, why am I going to buy? I think he bought one of these other ones, a non-wide receiver one first. He's like, no, I'm going to buy a wide receiver. Hope I get Harold Carmichael. And he was right. So maybe hold on to these. And then when a good, and I've said hold on to them, but the thing is when a good defensive position, I would get one of each. Definitely. Or a couple of each. Don't be afraid of them. Just don't pick the position. Just hold on to it. And then when a certain player comes out, like Bruce Smith, you would take this one right here. Or if not a punter is not going to come out, but if a defensive tackle came out or a good cornerback, then you open it and you see what you get. He got Carmichael by picking the one with wide receiver. There were actually 2 with wide receiver, but in his pack and play segment. So I didn't think of that. And let's just see. I don't think there's any out there. I think it ends today. Yeah, there's nothing out there right now. So hold on to them. Don't open them until they come out with the limited time players, and then open them in that position. So on defense, you got to wait for a defensive limited time player to come out. And if you want that player, open it then. I'm not telling you you're going to get one, but at least you're in the game. That's the only way you're going to get one with one of those packs. So that was good. I'll put a link to that at the end. I probably went a little bit longer than I should have today. But get ready for tomorrow. Hopefully I'm right, and hopefully you're prepared. There's still time today. I would try to do some selling. Maybe tonight, look. But I just don't see much activity right now and opportunity. So thank you for listening, and until next time, all the best.